Hello and welcome back to Chronicles of Pantheon, where last week we had the final event take place. The final event inside the Bant City Gauntlet. Upon winning, they realized that they were going to get bombarded by whatever kind of group was against them. A lot of people from the past that they were noticing. When the guns started going off, Lord Mason Bant sent them onto his private entourage to get them out. Upon leaving, they said they had to take to Bant City to get their bounties cleared. To do this, they need to take the steam rail, a custom-made one made by Bant City. And now here we are, entering a new day with Claudius and Oscar currently drinking in the bar. So, Oscar, Jesse, you guys both there?
Nope.
Or Jesse has his headset off.
Oh, no, you have your headset off.
I literally hear myself. Now, you both are currently drinking there, and, well, Oscar's not drinking. But you're drinking, and you guys are having a good time, smoke some cigars.
Have we had a long rest yet, or not yet? Just to
Not
clarify.
quite yet. That's what they're...
We're in the process
Yeah,
of being in a long rest.
yeah,
Okay.
well, while you guys are sleeping, they're doing this, which is what I'm wondering. So, Butler finishes up a few things, and he tops off your drink again before handing you the bottle. Well, we can do a lot here in this train. If you need anything else, go ahead and ask.
Alright.
Looks over to the peacekeeper who is currently just watching over the cart. A few people come and go, not too crazy. As for the time of day, it is slowly getting darker outside, and you guys can see it through the windows as you're on the train. I'm gonna go. Vandal, you once again cannot sleep. You slept the majority of the time that you got in. You still got your long rest, but still another day without proper sleep.
I don't like sleep anyways. It's overrated.
You do hear noise outside of the cabin.
Do I?
Who does?
Vandal does.
Vandal.
Well then, I guess I'll get up and check what it is. What do I see when I open the doors?
You see the champion actually opening up his other ones. He just looks
does he
over.
notice me?
He does. He just looks over at you before walking back in. Can't sleep.
If he makes eye contact, I'll look away and blush.
Oh no. So he does ask, just
Senpai?
can't sleep.
No, I can't.
I haven't been able to recently either. Good fight again. He goes ahead and goes through here.
Not even close.
For you! Close the door.
Oh, senpai.
He just senpai'd you!
Who senpai to?
Jesse did.
Doesn't really mean that much, but okay. Anyways, I'm gonna go walk to the next train. I suppose. What would I find going between the trains?
You see a constant moving train, and the walkway is kind of unsteady, but it is easy enough to get across. And if you're wondering what that room is, it's a bathroom.
Oh, El Baño. Excellent.
Going through, you do see like steam forged in the corners, but they're just looking stationary.
Isn't it lab on you?
As for you, Rick, you got your long rest,
No.
and you now hear the
Ill.
Vandal walking down the hall.
I'm gonna open up because I can hear him moving. I'm gonna open up the door while I'm trying to put my pants and my shirt on, so I'm gonna like trip out the door here. What are you doing?
He's just excited to see.
Walking around, not expecting to see you up.
I'm gonna-
You're gonna what?
You on your head, your furry little head.
Hurry.
Yes.
Oh no. I know what's happening again. Hendrik!
Oh,
What do you
he's
mean?
asleep.
What do you mean
Hendrik
furry?
can hear you
Hendrik is-
guys.
I know
He's
he
still
can't.
sleeping.
I know he can't.
I don't
No, he
have
can.
a furry head. What are you talking about?
The long rest has already been finished. He's probably just laying there in bed now, as he hears you guys talking.
Hendrik is gonna pull the sheets over the covers and try to oversleep. He's gonna pretend if they were to come into the room, Hendrik will pretend he's still sleeping.
So, Rick is walking over to Vandal and patting his head.
Furry head. What do you mean?
Take out a bowl. Like I'm gonna take out one of my rolls and I'm gonna scoop out the middle of it and then I'm gonna pour rocks into it and put it down in front of him.
You fucker.
I'm not going to indulge in this activity, and I'm just gonna walk past him.
I'm gonna follow him, as I often do, with one of my cats. I tend to like to watch what they do.
Oh yeah, he's easy.
I've got like a comb. I'm trying to brush him as we're walking.
I thought you were talking about something completely else, and then I'm like, oh. Lord.
Alright. So, once again, you see the crossways. Nothing too crazy.
I'm gonna try and pick him up because he's too small. He can't make that jump.
God damn it.
Roll athletics.
What?
You can contest to, like, try and get away from him. He just
Why?
grabs you.
And then I'm gonna carry him across, and then set him down once we get over here. Cause you can't cross that; it's dangerous. It's like
He's
one
a lot
step
heavier
for
than
me.
you remember, though.
I eat, a little bit heavier, just a little bit.
So, Vandal, he just lifted you up and put you down.
Thank you. So much.
Yeah, you both are pretty thirsty.
Gonna keep walking.
Oh, we're both thirsty. Hold
Yeah.
on. We gotta go get you some milk, buddy. Some milk.
How do you know that I'm thirsty?
Because you're my cat.
You
I
can't,
can read your mind.
you can't tell that he's thirsty, but anyway.
Oh, I can tell. I know my cat.
Yeah.
Okay.
You haven't ate or drank, so you both are pretty hungry. You don't need it, though, Robert.
Do I have a leash and a collar?
No. You have an imaginary one.
But do I have a rope?
I don't know. Do you? Do you want to risk that? However, as you come into this car, it's more the lounge. There's a few people around, plus that one guy who looks more official.
This guy is the one that looks more official.
Yeah, you guys have already talked to him once.
I'm not. I didn't
Interesting.
pick you.
Well, let's do so again.
Okay. Yeah, you need any help with
How are
something or
you?
anything? Fine.
I require entertainment.
Okay, then go down a few cars. I ain't here for anybody's entertainment. I'm here to uphold the law.
I'm gonna pull off one of my shoelaces and give it to him, and then tell him to waggle it in front of the Vandal's face.
I'm okay. You can do that yourselves. I don't know what you're into. I'm not that kind of person.
I'm gonna do that.
Hey, what kind of entertainment do you want?
Entertainment. Just something to keep me awake.
Well, bars down there. I could just run the train, find out and see what all's going on. You could talk to Bant since you're tied in with him. But it's nighttime, you should be sleeping. A lot of people will be if you walk down the train, so be careful. Try not to wake them.
After they get startled.
You see him.
Is there a swimming pool on this train?
No. Why would there be? It's a train.
Is there a card game place?
You can ask almost anybody on the entire train. They might play. He's just looking at you guys a little confused as he just turns and lays, still looking at you guys.
At this point, has Oscar noticed the disturbance in the force that is Rick?
Well, I'm just gonna say
Not
keep at
quite
it
yet.
and walk away.
Yeah, you haven't quite yet.
And he's just gonna awkwardly walk away.
Wait. Before I see him get ready to try and go across, and I'm gonna grab him again and pick him up.
Oh my lord.
He has
You
a
have-
base 13.
You have got to stop doing this.
I know.
You
I
can roll
rolled really
acrobatics
shit
as
the
well,
last
by the
few
way,
times.
Vandal. To get away
That
from
wouldn't
stuff.
do much either.
Okay.
Honestly, that wouldn't do much either.
Carry him across and then set him down right here. So I saw him get ready to go across, and I grabbed him by the scruff of his fur and then threw him on my shoulder so I could carry him across, and then I put him down. He got really big all of a sudden, okay? I'm like sitting there like grooming his back with a brush.
Vandal, how awkward do you feel?
Just gonna sigh and keep going. Everybody's asleep. Nobody's gonna notice.
The man turns. You need help with something.
Oh, I'm just following my cat. I'm
Yes.
not pointing at him.
Yes, don't worry. I'm harmless. I'm a cat.
Do you need something?
Her. Like
You got a bowl of
paw
milk?
at him and paw at the air.
If you don't have business, then you should probably get going.
And then I'm gonna walk away.
The two Steamforged actually put up a blockade with their weapons. They've retired for the night.
I'm gonna turn around to back at him.
They've retired for the night, so you're not allowed to go into their cabins.
Well, I suppose the joke's run its course.
The way, Kitty?
So, Jesse, I need you to make 3 Constitution saves.
Now, after you,
Why?
Rick.
Before you jump across.
I'm not jumping across. I'm saying before you, Rick.
First
Or
one
after
is all
you,
that was
Rick.
needed. The 12, you are drunk.
You're drunk.
No. I said after you.
No, I'm picking him up.
Inside the
I can't
car?
let him go across.
Why are you picking
Yeah,
up
I see
inside the
that's
car?
where he wants to go. I see that's where he wants to go, so I'm gonna pick him up, carry him across, and then I'm gonna set him back down right here.
Alright.
Right in front of, making sure that guy saw.
No, that's fine. It's just... It's fine. It's fine.
I'm gonna point at the door.
You see that
and
man
shake my
actually...
head.
You see the man actually tapping like his cheek as he looks very annoyed. Not at you guys though. You guys just happen to pass by when he's doing that.
Is something bothering you?
What? No.
You look upset. Is something bothering you?
No.
Yes, you stay here and make
Can
sure
I-
he's okay.
And I figure out I'm gonna grab Quinn.
He definitely
before he
is.
goes.
He's annoyed at like probably something that he's doing. You can roll with advantage since he's paying attention to the guy more than you.
Like a cat, I slip away.
Whoop. He did the zoop where he tried to grab and he just arced his back away from you.
Hold on a second. I gotta get my cat before it dies.
I'm gonna hide in the bathroom really fast. Close the door.
Hell yeah.
No, you could
Stealth.
have gotten across. I'm too far away.
Stealth it. Stealth it.
Wait,
With
what?
advantage. Stealth with advantage.
I don't think I have to.
Go ahead and roll it.
What do I have to do?
In case for a crit.
What do,
It'd be perception for
what
you.
do I have to? Oh god.
It's 28.
Oh god.
Your cat's gone, bro.
Rick's gonna sit here for a second and sob a little bit. The cat doesn't want to hang out with me. And then he's gonna come back over. He's wipe his
Door
eyes
closes.
off as he finds this guy again.
What the hell is wrong with you?
Is something bothering you? Don't worry about it.
You're asking me if there's something bothering me when you should be asking yourself if there's something bothering you.
Yeah, you can't help me. Only I can help me.
I'll probably regret this. Do you want to sit down and talk about it?
No, I'm fine. He was my cat. It ran away. I'm down
Just
in the chair right next to him.
hell, he moves his legs. Go ahead. Go ahead and tell me what's wrong.
It ran away. Probably fell.
He's just listening. He's not doing much. He just seems to be like enamored with how ridiculous you sound.
Given that Rick's like 400 pounds, it's like gigantic.
Vandal, what are you doing? I'm guessing that he's just gonna keep going on a rant to this guy, and he's gonna
Yeah,
definitely he's
spent
gonna
2
go
minutes.
like there.
I wait like 2 minutes and then I go out and walk out.
Okay.
Walk the next train.
All you hear is ah! And you're like, oh god.
Wait, you did this? This guy has to suffer because of
Hendrik.
you.
Hendrik, this time you hear just one person moving through the cabin. Oh, you're muted, man.
Who is?
Hendrik.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, he's here.
He's probably not here. Alright. Oscar, you are currently listening to Claudius be drunk. As he's like, still has the bottle in hand, pouring more. Do another shot. Smokes a cigar.
Have I finished smoking the cigarette that I shared with the barkeep?
Yeah, it's pretty tasty.
Okay. Well then at this time, I am going to open my character sheet, because I forgot to do that. And I'm going to slap down $100 to the barkeep and tell him, oh, that's the wrong number, and tell him thank you for his kind services and that it would be my time to retire for the night.
Well, thank you.
And then I'll pat Claudius on the shoulder and I'll tell him that it's time to go night night.
I don't want to go.
And I'm gonna tell Claudius that it's his bedtime. Wild Wolf said it's his bedtime.
I don't want to talk to Wild Wolf.
Wild Wolf said you need to meditate.
Vandal, you can walk in if you want.
Oh, I'm just waiting until like it would be time because I had to walk through like 2 cabins.
Well, they were drinking the entire time you were doing all that. So it would have been a bit. Yeah.
We'll enter.
So
Upon hearing him enter, I'm going to turn my head towards him. And I'm going to say, ah, good, my relief is here. And I'm going to pass Claudius off to him. And then I'm going to say good night. And go night night.
You would dare?
I'm gonna follow Oscar to his room.
yeah, you got handed off to Vandal.
And I'm gonna sit down.
You see he's sloshed.
I got it. Alright. I'm going to put myself in this bed.
As he gets closer to the other car, can you hear Rick whining?
You just took Rick's room.
Yeah, I shared a room with Rick.
Okay.
Yeah, we're sharing a room. But
Yeah,
can he hear me as he gets closer?
Yes, you can. You can hear him crying and sobbing,
Alright,
talking
then I guess
about
I'm
his
going to
cats.
go. Dude, hold on. Do I need to roll to see if I know if it's Rick or not? Like, can I
No,
tell
you
it's
can.
Rick?
It's an instinctual voice. Plus,
Okay,
you hear him saying "my cats" and all that, and you're like, "Oh."
Okay, I'm gonna walk up to Rick.
The guy's looking at you with like, "Get him out of here" kind of eyes.
I'm going to look at Rick and say, Rick, what is wrong?
I'm gonna pat him on his head as he walks over.
immediately assessing the situation, Oscar is going to pat Rick with that.
It does take the condition away.
And
No.
I'm going to ask him if he's feeling better. Meow.
Oh, my God.
Are you
Yeah.
feeling better? Meow.
Well, it was until you made that stupid joke.
Okay.
I'd like to
I think
summon a
it's your-
cat.
I think it's our bedtime, right? Meow. So I'm gonna go to bed. You should probably come to bed too. Right? Meow. It's late. We need sleep. I'm gonna wish the gentleman a good evening. And I'm gonna walk to the room.
You as well, man.
As I walk by him, I'm gonna try and tip my hat. like nothing happened.
Tip's hat covers face. Just, let's go. All right, you
And then
guys.
Oscar's going to take a long rest.
All right, you guys retire for the night. Vandal, Claudius. Claudius is drunk as shit.
Excellent, excellent.
I would like to use my magical abilities to summon a cat.
Cool.
Your
So
magical
he wiggles
abilities.
his hands, pretending to do something. You don't know what he's doing. As Butler walks over. What can I get?
Is it all? Yeah, it is.
I rolled a 15.
That doesn't mean anything. So, and he tries to do a flip and breaks his neck. All right, so the guy asks you, "What do you want? What are you getting?"
Drugs.
Do not know what kind of drinks they would have at this time, because they also don't have Red Bull and Monster, which is like.
I'm gonna pour him the rest of the bottle in his mouth.
No, I'm gonna take.
They probably have
whiskey.
alcoholic drinks like brandies, whiskeys.
They
Yeah,
have all
like I
types
said,
of
it was
alcohol.
whiskey.
You see him
Yeah,
actually
but
pull
what type of
out.
alcohol?
You see him pull out Firehouse whiskey.
And put that right back.
He just looks at you. Why? This is some of the
It's
best alcohol that you can get. It's free. You're with Mason Bat.
Alright, you've sold me.
He pours some, and you notice that very decadent color as he sets it right next to you. You can keep a bottle. We have a few on hand.
Well, thank you.
You take a drink.
I sip it first.
Tastes like fire.
You gotta drink it.
Just pure fire.
Pussy.
Yeah,
Like,
as you sip it,
like
You just,
fire,
like-
fire,
Like
alcohol
literal-
fire,
Literal
or-
fire.
So
Hot,
Can't even put it
burning,
down?
kind of hurts. No, you can put it down after a little bit of trial. Like it's in your mouth for a minute before you're like, then swallow.
That's what she said.
then could I try some vodka as well?
Yeah, pulls out the vodka. He pours you a glass. There you go.
Appreciate it. And then I try some vodka.
Tastes like fire. You once again
Okay.
force it down. Just
Meanwhile, the ghost of Rick's past is standing behind you, saying how cats shouldn't drink alcohol.
You're asleep.
Also, I
I-
was lesser restored.
I cured you.
But that's why I said the ghost of Rick's past.
Oh my lord.
I'm going to my room.
hey, you might need to walk him through the cars.
No.
You see the peacekeeper stand up. I'll do it. Come on, bud.
I can walk.
You can
Watch.
walk, but you can also fall.
Look,
Are you going to bed?
Deck
Well, then
save.
just have him crawl to his room.
Deck
He'll
save.
be fine.
Watch how good
With
it is.
disadvantage. Disadvantage. You're drunk, dude.
Don't worry. I grab his hat as he falls.
He
I rolled
kinda
a 26.
He stumbles kind of, and then he stands up. He's fine. Yeah, we're gonna have to.
Walk.
He walks you across this fucking thing so you don't fall.
I walk myself.
He walks you. Like, you may be too drunk to notice, but he walked you across it.
I walked myself.
He is walking with you. And he is literally walking you across this. You're drunk and you pretend to be walking. As he goes into Oscar's room. And he tips over the fucking table. And then he just lays there on the floor.
There's a bed there.
No, there's not a bed. That's a couch. You just flop on the couch?
Yeah.
Okay,
He falls over the table
At
onto
this
the
point-
couch.
okay, at this point, obviously Oscar has, like, woken, like, he hadn't fallen asleep yet, so he just kind of looks at Claudius, and then he looks at the Peacekeeper, and he says, "Thank you for delivering this sloppy mess. I'll look after him from here."
If you
Do I throw up in the floor?
roll a Constitution save with disadvantage. No, you don't throw up, but you are like. But Peacekeeper actually will look at you guys. I'll send some water through, get some steam forge, bring you some stuff.
Oscar's gonna say thank you, maybe some bread.
Yeah, so he does.
And
all
then
that.
he's gonna pat Claudius's back and lesser restore him and ask if he's feeling a little better.
He's perfectly fine. No longer
I'm
drunk.
I'm going to my room now.
He's not drunk.
Nope. Lesser restoration gets rid of it.
I didn't think he would get completely rid of it. I thought he'd just,
No,
just
he
kind of be
wants
like
to go
hungover.
off the-
Is he at least hungover?
He
No,
can
you
be.
cured him
Your choice. Your choice. You
No,
want
no,
him to
I
be
don't have
hungover?
greater restoration.
Not
so
your
I want him
room.
to have a terrible hangover.
As
want
you
him to
open
have
the
a
door,
vomiting
you
hangover.
literally see the champion fucking laying there as he looks at you. The fuck are you doing? As you leave and go to the next one.
Vandal's room.
Yeah, Vandals. As you see some of Vandal's equipment on the table.
He's just drunk. He's just hungover.
He goes to the next one. Like, okay. Alright. So,
Is this one my
Ray.
room?
Sure, it is now.
See, I don't have things, so
Why didn't you just share him with Hendrik, you dum-dum?
I don't want to. Andrew doesn't like me.
No. Hendrik needs to learn that he can be on his own.
Hendrik, you
Hendrik's
did
his own
hear.
boy.
You heard all the commotion of Claudius slamming through that and then showing up and then leaving.
Well,
Yeah,
I might as well just
probably.
start getting up now. No good to continue laying on this bed anymore. I'm rested enough.
It's still nighttime, right?
It is, yeah. It just like hit nightfall, probably about an hour ago.
Does Hendrik
Oscar's
look?
going
Wait,
night-night.
wait. As Hendrik's getting up, does he notice that it's like not so bright in the room anymore?
Yeah, you have a window.
Hendrik's gonna look out the window.
You are currently going through what looks to be the outskirts of a very forested area. There's some vines currently growing on them and moss. And you notice that
Before Oscar... Sorry, go ahead.
Notice that it's starting to turn into what looks to be kind of like a jungle, but probably about an hour and you'd be inside there.
Before Oscar goes to bed, so, like, we had just been rushed from the stadium and put on the train. How long have we been on the train?
So they had a long rest, so about 9 hours.
Oh, we've been on there for 9 hours. Okay.
Yeah.
Before Oscar takes his long rest, he's going to send to Ombu and tell Ombu, you are acting captain. Meet us in, is it Bant City?
You hear him reply back immediately. Yeah, it's Bant City. with just mind link because you are still within the certain amount of miles for him to reach you that way. For him to reach you, not you to reach him. So he says, we already got the assistance from Vance City's militia. We're currently en route to there.
Okay. Well, can I mind link back to him since he initiated with me, or can I not reach him?
Go for it. Yeah, you can.
Because when it reads for me, it says that they can respond,
Yeah.
as long as I'm within range. So I would assume it goes off. So I'm just gonna say, understood. See you soon. Take care.
Likewise. And then Hendrik, you were waking up
Yep.
and looking
he's
out the window.
He was just looking out the window, yeah. So it seems to be growing darker then.
Yes, it's nighttime right now, but you can make out the trees and the moss and all that.
Okay. Wait, is it already past sunset or is it hitting sunset?
It's past sunset.
Okay. So the last rays of light are slowly disappearing.
Yep.
Hendrik's gonna make his way to the washroom.
Alright.
And as he does so, he's gonna just freshen himself up.
Alright. You do have a working toilet that actually flushes and everything. The sink has running water, very useful, and a mirror. And you can open it up, and there's areas where you can set things if you need to.
Okay. Well, so far as Hendrik looks at himself in the mirror, anything does he notice anything off at his face?
Nothing incredibly off. You notice that your skin kind of peeled where when you use magic, it leaves marks for a moment. You just see the slight peeling where that happened. Because you used magic to heal yourself already, so that went away, but it's just still like skin peel.
With that, like as Hendrik touches, it's like for a moment he feels as if a bunch of his skin was going to peel off, but as he continues smoothing out his face, nothing happens. As Hendrik's just going to shake his head.
On your back though, like you still have the Endorian wheel.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's not the best of sleep, but at least Hendrik was able to still sleep at all, considerably.
Yeah.
Well, I guess after Hendrik finishes freshening it up, he's gonna go and exit his room now.
So
it's been
you
been
see
a long
the steam
rest.
forged on each side of the cabins, and they're just standing there. They look idle.
All right. So in that case, Hendrik's gonna make his way down to the other carts to see if he can get some food in the meantime.
Yep.
As he approaches the door and opens it, he's gonna go and move on to the next cart.
Yep. So you hear the loud snores of Claudius, who still has alcohol in his system, so his body's reacting, but he's not drunk.
Oh, he's
I'm going
very
to assume
hungover,
that
though.
Claudius left all the doors open, didn't he?
Yeah, he left a few open.
So I guess as
The
Hendrik
one to
passes
Vandals,
by,
the one to Vandals, wide open.
Hendrik's gonna, as he walks by, he's gonna close the doors to each of them. Is the door to the champion's room still open?
No, he closed it.
Well, in that case, as Hendrik passes along, he takes a look. He closes the door.
And
As he
Claudius
goes in,
is like half open, half closed.
okay. As Hendrik's gonna take a step inside for a moment.
Oh.
So how is Claudius's like sleeping on that bed so far?
Dude, he's like upside down, just.
If I remember, the best way to get a man to have less snoring is to at least get a good pillow under his head, as Hendrik's gonna try to fix Claudius's like bed rest for a bit. As Hendrik does that, does the snoring seem to
It
subside a little
lessens.
bit?
It lessens a bit. Yeah.
Great. As Hendrik is now gonna make his way out and close that door so nobody else gets bothered by it. Okay, I have to get something to eat.
So
Hendrik
while you're
is
walking,
hungry.
I need Rick and Vandal to both make. Let's do insight rolls. Rick wins that one.
Oh, natural one. How do you want to do this, Rick?
He brain fucks him. He's done.
What's going on now?
You lost that one.
So, yeah, you lost the battle,
For what?
So, you lost the
The-
chess game.
the
Yeah.
chess game. So, Rick expertly there's a
You can head in, Hendrik.
chess maneuver. There's a chess maneuver where you can beat somebody in like 4 turns from the start, and that's
Scotch
basically
open.
what Rick does.
I think he would have
Scotch
had
open.
to have gotten a nat 20 for that.
Wait,
I
what
think you need
happened?
a nat 20 for that.
Well, no, you guys were
What happened?
playing. I'm saying it's a Scotch open. That's how you.
That's the chess term.
Yeah. When you beat him in 2 moves. Anyway.
No, I wasn't talking about the 2-move one. You have to move your queen out. It's like 4 moves. It takes 4 moves. Because you have to move your queen and your bishop and your
You literally can win in 2 moves.
I know you can,
But that's what I was
don't
saying.
think-
That's what I was calling it. Anyway, Hendrik, you head on
Well,
in there
it's not
as
so
they're
much
winning.
You can win in 2 moves as your opponent can lose in 2 moves.
There you go.
You have to make a mistake to lose. in
So
2
as,
moves.
Hendrik
as
makes
you
his
guys
way
finish
over.
the very first game, Hendrik makes his way into the room.
Rick's gonna take. He's gonna tell the barkeep he needs 2 of his strongest shots of bourbon.
As Hendrik enters, I guess he's gonna look around the room first.
There's a very few people in here. It's definitely getting to the point of night where people are leaving. There's the peacekeeper next to you, which you can tell just by his badge. The guy that's handing currently what looks to be absinthe to them. And then Rick, Vandal, and a few other people in the far corner.
Before he came in, I'm just gonna narrate. So Rick came over and asked Vandal if he wanted to play chess, and he dumped out his chess board and chess pieces. And then he told him, he asked him if he wanted to make it more interesting. Winner has to take shots of whiskey, so that the chess games become a little bit easier for the loser. Effectively building in a handicap to the chess games.
Okay.
On your
Well-
right, Vandal, Hendrik. It's just a whole bunch of flyers for Bant City.
I guess Hendrik's eyes are pulled to the flyers of Bant City. What do they say?
A lot of them are different types of jobs you can take. Some of them are just pamphlets on the railway you're on. But the one that kind of sticks out the most is the oil fields. Like, there's actually just oil field setups there. And it looks as if Bant City's a lot more industrial than the other cities you've been to. However,
Hendrik is intrigued.
while you're looking at that, you also see what looks to be a pamphlet on New Age technology, in the sense of a man named Tesla is currently working on things for the town.
Does it seem like Hendrik could take a gander at both of those pamphlets?
Yeah.
Those flyers? Okay, he's gonna take a copy of each. Interesting. New Age technology.
And the main thing on the front, clean energy.
Clean energy. I wonder what kind of clean is this energy.
While they are
Hendrik's stomach
currently
is
doing
rumbling
this.
now, so
Yeah.
I guess he's gonna just continue onward, and he notices Rick and Vandal. Yes.
Oh yeah, you definitely noticed them the moment you came
Yes.
in.
Okay. In that case, Hendrik's just gonna sit next to Vandal, and I guess is the
Oh,
barkeep also like serving food too?
You can set your order here. You notice he looks at you. What are you having?
Well, full course meal if you got any.
Well, tell me what you want. I'll get the kitchen to send it over. Then you'll have to go to the dining car next to eat it.
Where's the dining car?
Right through those doors. He points to the right.
All right then. I guess I'll take a seat over there. But I guess let's see. What's on the menu then?
It's actually what you want to order.
Oh, that's really nice. Well, I guess a full serving of steak, salad, and soup. I guess
You see him.
full seven.
Good.
The full 7-course meal.
Jesus, a 7-course meal? Holy moly.
He wants
Well,
he wants the
7-piece
dino
meal,
nuggies.
technically they're 7-piece meal, but yeah.
Okay.
He's
So
looking
it's
at
like
you.
a 5-course meal?
It's basically soup, salad, appetizer, entree, drink. Yeah, that's dessert.
What kind of soup?
Okay, so that's a 5-course.
First thing in the morning, damn.
It's
It's
Night.
approaching nighttime though.
Yeah.
So it's actually really dinner. uh, soup. Let's go with let's see. What's the special on soup today?
Got chowder. Clam
Chowder
chowder.
it is.
Got it.
Yep.
Right. He writes it down.
Okay.
Kind of drink you want?
Let's just go with By any chance, what drinks do you have?
Well, we got all the behind the bar. We got water. We got milk. We have tea.
Huh, interesting. Well, let's just go with tea it is then.
He writes it
Rick's
down.
gonna,
Tea?
Certain
Rick's
kind.
gonna shout. Come
Huh?
on, don't be a pussy. Drink
Sweet
some alcohol.
chamomile. Sweet chamomile.
Wait, what did he say?
What kind of tea?
Okay, yes, tea.
What kind of tea?
Don't be a pussy. Drink some
One
alcohol.
of them barley teas, eh?
He looks at you. I have no idea what you're talking about, but maybe the cooks will. He writes it down. He hands it to a steam forge who goes to the next car, and then you notice that he is on like these wheels, and he goes to the next one down.
I'll see you two in the dining room whenever you guys decide to show up.
Come
As
on.
Hendrik's
drink
looking
some
at Vandal and
alcohol.
Rick, and he starts to make his way down over there.
Some alcohol.
Yeah, Hendrik's not into early like he's not into like drinking before sleeping, preferably.
Vandal and Rick.
Or rather just after waking up.
Are you hungry?
So Vandal,
As
Rick,
Hendrik
what
All
do you do?
right.
As he makes his way to the dining room, what does Hendrik see?
We're still playing freaking chess.
Okay. When you enter the dining room, there's not many people here. There is one who looks kind of like a chemist. He has a whole bunch of equipment next to him that he currently has set down. And he's just eating what looks to be a simple meal, nothing too crazy.
In that regard, Hendrik is just going to he's just gonna go and yeah, he's just gonna take a seat right here.
You do see him kind of wave to you when you enter, because nobody really comes from that direction.
Oh, in that case, if he did so, then like I guess Hendrik's gonna wave back and start approaching. Hi there.
Aye.
You got some quite the interesting items you beside you.
Well, it's from a job.
More
Yes.
kids?
Wait, what did I'm sorry, what did he say?
It's for my
So-
job.
Ah, Out of curiosity, mind if I ask what it is?
He just kind of sighs. Technically, I'm a flunky from Dover Academy. And I was doing a little bit of a job down in Hardhome, doing some tests, find out whatever illness was plaguing them. But now I gotta go meet up with my employer in Vance City.
You don't seem so happy about that.
Oh, it's
though,
more
considering
so that I had to do a job, and then I got kicked out of the town pretty fast because they didn't want, like, all the police came in pretty quick and handled the rest of it. But now we have, like, it's pretty much quarantined because that stuff is very, I guess, contagious. And currently
contagious.
I have my samples here, so I can't really open them. But we did some testing on them. Now they're sterile. They're not contagious. But
Any idea of what's plaguing though then? What the plague is
well,
exactly?
well, from what I saw when I was doing my experiments is when I put any kind of genetic makeup, let's say blood, flesh, piece of skin, it slowly changed. Like this one. He raises up this large vial, and it looks like a severed hand. However, the severed hand ended up turning gray, and there's like clawed fingertips to it with dark black running down them all the way to the palm. This is
You don't
when,
mind if I sit with you, do I?
by all means.
Alright.
But yeah, this is whatever it was when we contained like the spores from it. We use a little thing here. He shows you like this sponge that looks like it captures oxygen, and then we put it in the same container for about a week, and here we are. This hand was off of a cadaver found that we brought down for testing.
When Hendrik looks at the severed hand, does he recognize exactly how it looks like?
You can make
By
it
any
out. It just looks like a clawed hand. Like the nails are very long and jagged, very thick too, as if they were definitely weapons for whatever had it.
Hmm. So exactly how did the plague spread about in that place? Doesn't seem like no normal plague to me.
Vandal, I actually need you. That roll right there, you vomit, and it's just pure red. Like the lining in your throat was getting torn up from the whiskey. You do see
Vomit
the
on the
bar.
chessboard.
You do see the man kind of like coil back, just, ugh, and hands you a towel. Clean yourself up.
Puke on the chessboard. Puke on the chessboard. Assert your
No,
dominance.
he can't. He can't. He can't.
But yeah,
Pull the
it
trigger on
just
the
looks all
chessboard.
bloody.
Pull the
It looks
trigger.
all bloody.
Pull the trigger.
Rick's gonna
Oh, I
play
am
him.
not gonna puke on the chessboard.
So
Rick will
yeah,
play
this
him one more
nasty
time.
like mess of just blood and drink lands on there.
Yeah, whoever made con saves for alcohol is an asshole. Just because I don't have anything for con saves.
While you guys are playing, you gonna go back to Hendrik.
Oh,
Okay.
impervious to
So you
alcohol.
did look at the hand. It's just on the table. You know, I don't want to keep it out too long because they kind of get a little weird about everything that's here.
Of course, that makes sense. I think most people, well, if they were here, are here to eat. I mean, same as myself, but I just
Yeah,
couldn't help my curiosity here.
I understand, and it's really fun for me. I like learning about new diseases and illnesses in the world. Currently, we don't have much information on it, so he puts it back into like this case. So, yeah.
Hmm.
No, you got a natural 20 on that, Vandal. You don't roll at disadvantage.
Why?
He's not
He's
drunk.
drunk.
He's not drunk. The alcohol's just burning the shit out of his throat.
Oh no, he's got to drink too much.
Dude, he just beat you in 2 moves. How do you feel, Robert?
So, yeah.
Yeah, Robert, you gonna cry? Just kidding. Just kidding.
So when you are
You got
Ask him-
beat by
looking
a
at
cat,
no, no,
Robert.
he does have like
Vandal,
files
ask him
and
how
stuff.
he loses chess to a cat. Ask Robert how he loses chess to a cat.
I want to know. I want
Yeah,
to know
how
does
did
he
you
lose
lose
how
chess
yeah.
to your own cat?
Take your 2 shots, boy.
You telling me to?
Yeah, you won.
Oh.
And once again, when you take
Can
your
I
drinks,
Two shots of virgin vodka, thank you.
he just water.
Virgin vodka.
No. 2 of your
So
2 of
water.
your strongest shots of brandy, please.
Strongest shots of virgin vodka, yes.
He
Don't
Right.
listen to him.
Knocks the table. Right off.
he ends
Don't
up
listen to
pouring
him.
2 things of water and 2 things of brandy and sets them down. I guess here.
Rick's gonna snatch up the water and
Alright,
drink
actually before he does that, I am going to switch the bottles with the glasses around and just drink the water really fast.
it. No.
Slide hand.
Slide
I already.
Oh shit.
Oh!
Yeah, he stops you from doing it.
I'm gonna drink up the water really fast, so he has to drink up the brandy.
Okay, fuck.
You drinking the brandy?
What?
You gonna drink the brandy?
Okay, I guess I'm gonna go for the brandy then. I don't have a choice.
As you drink first one, once again, it's burning your throat. Take 11 force damage.
It's force?
Well, it's probably like piercing, but it's just take 11 damage.
Can he not drink alcohol or something?
Dude, he drank the one shit and it burned the shit out of his throat. And now he just vomited blood because of it. Like the lining got destroyed in his throat,
I ain't no bitch.
but he still drank it, and now he has 11 less health.
His voice
Oh,
is
yeah.
raspy as he's.
Bro, he turns into corpse. He's corpse now. Oh, fuck.
And then some good brandy.
Sure, you want to play another game?
Yeah, you're still not drunk.
Just kind of winces in pain. I think I can. More.
Oh my god.
Maybe you can actually beat me this time.
Oh, thank god. Finally, I beat him.
Wasn't even close, but somehow you won.
Raise my hand, 2 shots of whiskey, please. Strongest whiskey.
Yeah, it's your firehouse whiskey. You're fine. Hendrik, you see him put all that away. Yeah, the colleague I was currently working with is actually located a little bit down. I think he's doing some information gathering right now, going through all our information.
Is that so?
Yep.
Mind if I ask, where exactly do you by any chance know where this plague originated from?
Well, we think it started in Hardhome, but Syndica Bant has said that it was located elsewhere, but that place is destroyed now, so
Does Oscar feel a disturbance in the force?
He wakes up. Ah!
When you say destroyed, how destroyed was it?
Well, from what I saw, it was more like the place wasn't very big to begin with. It was like a village, but it got burned down. Looked like hunters came through and attacked them.
Yeah, hunters.
That sounds concerning.
It happens.
Considering that we're heading to Band City, hopefully you aren't taken up. But even though I know you've probably just eaten, you don't mind if you continue on joining with me as my food comes by, do you?
Oh, I could. I can hang out. Ain't a big deal. We're gonna be on the train for like 2 weeks, so might as well get used to everybody.
Definitely so.
Um,
Pray tell, though, like, what's your name?
My name is Manji.
Manji, nice to meet you. Hendrik.
That's a pleasure. He shakes your hand.
Yep. Shaken back too. So I'm going to assume that it's taking that
They
the
actually
order.
bring you your food as you're kind of finishing up that.
Okay.
So,
Well,
wow, you got quite a lot there.
yeah, to be honest, I've been exhausted when I came on this train, so I've only just woken up recently, and
Well,
I'm feeling a bit peckish.
understandable. Wait, weren't you the one that was in the tournament, right?
Yes, I was.
Just ended yesterday. How'd you get from? Oh well, you probably took a cart. Oh well, that ain't too bad. That's interesting. Good job.
Thank
Who
you.
won?
Well, I'll to be Hendrik's like looking around and
Oh
like
no.
just like leaning a bit close. I was, let's just say I managed to win.
Congrats. He's like does the fucking slow clap. Now while you're doing that, Vandal, you have to take shots apparently. So
Well, he shouldn't be beating me. I have a way better insight roll than he does.
Yeah, that's the only reason I've been continuing. I'm gonna slip a note saying like tea. Put tea down instead of brandy in the shot.
you see him look at you.
Brandy, two more brandy for this boy.
Yes, brandy, of course.
I don't have that particular brandy in this car.
Get fucked.
Flip another note. Just like non-colored, colored non-alcoholic drink.
Rightio. Yeah, goes underneath the table and he starts. Well, it looks like mixing something. He hands it back to you guys. Called lemon drops.
Specially crafted, and I just knock them back.
It burns. He said it's lemon drops, and then sudden realization: this is lemon on your already fucked throat. Roll Constitution save with disadvantage.
I'm gonna tell him what he's having.
Yeah, no problem there. You throw up once again, blood this time.
I'm gonna tell him. I really think you should stop playing. You're gonna hurt yourself.
You swear you see like veins and his forehead getting like heavier as he's doing this.
want to give up, you can. I just need to refresh myself.
Oh my!
Some water, please.
He pours your glass of water, hands it.
And I drink the water.
Your throat once again does the same thing. Constitution save with disadvantage.
With water?
Yes. You don't throw up, but you immediately. Yeah.
Hmm. I think I'm going to retire for the night.
Yeah, you're really raspy though.
There you go.
I'm gonna take my
Yeah.
chessboard and chess pieces.
You see
and put
Vandal
them
kind
away.
of shakily standing.
I guess that means I win.
He looks pale as fuck. Like, so fucking pale.
I think you should go see our good old Reverend. I think that's what you should do.
Perhaps. I don't know where he is. Slowly making my way to the next
I'm gonna
card.
tip the barkeep, even though he said
Still like
all
that
of it.
thrumming in your ear, though.
I'm gonna tip the barkeep $17.
He
I know he
hands
said it was
he hands you a towel. Now clean it up.
I'll give him $17, but I'll also clean it up.
Okay. So you clean up the mess. You notice that the blood is very nasty, very dark. You clean all that up.
Do I notice anything off? Like, is Vandal gonna die because of the alcohol he tried to drink?
At this point, who the fuck knows?
I'll bust down my doors. Gotta
Ancient
get
pirate
to
of
bed.
the West, done in by chess game alcohol.
You say ancient pirate of the West?
Yes,
Yeah.
ancient pirate of the West, done in by a chess game.
He didn't
Definitely
seem
warlord
drunk.
Pirate.
He didn't seem drunk. It just seemed like he was in pain.
In
Yeah.
lots of pain. In lots of pain.
So you see
Do
him
I-
eating his meal finally. Know what's up?
I don't know. I thought Rick was going the other way. Never mind.
No, your head is just throbbing, and every time it throbs, you swear it's like a fucking heartbeat in your ear.
Ah, so clearly I can't sleep.
No, it's like a fucking hammer.
Maybe
Well-
you should talk to Oscar or Hendrik about your insomnia issues because neither of them know about it.
True, but I don't really see it as an issue until I mean, they're separate issues as far as I know.
Well,
So-
in the meantime, Hendrik's eating, with his new acquaintance, Manji.
What?
Is Rick heading into the dining cart now?
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
right next to you.
Rick's- Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Okay.
plop down. I'm gonna plop down super hard into this chair. Like my like my legs just suddenly gave out.
Whole fucking
Breaks.
car flips over with the whole train derail. No,
I don't think Hendrik's gonna be happy if that happens.
no, you're good. So,
Real the whole fucking cart.
Pull out my dice bag that I have. Hendrik, would you and your friend like to play dice with me?
he's eating.
Hendrik's gonna look at Manji as he's still eating.
I actually have to get going in a minute, but I would love to see you guys play, I guess.
Well,
Yeah.
if you got to get going, like to say thanks for having me.
Yeah, I'm only a few cars down. He picks up his stuff. Yeah, if you want to sit here, by all means.
Is
Yeah.
Jesse dead?
Yep, he is.
All right. Well, I'll see you around in the next 2 weeks. All right.
Yep. See ya. He goes down in some cars.
You need to get Jesse's roommate's phone number so you can have his
I have
roommate wake
I
him
have
up.
his number.
He has a
Ask his-
roommate?
Yeah.
Ask his roommate to wake him up then.
Actually, just text message. Like, you send him a Snapchat.
Okay. Fair
Oh, if you send him a Snapchat, he wakes up?
Because I
Pop
sent
a
him a
titty
message
in
on
his
Discord.
DMs.
There you go. Alright. So, yeah, the guy walks off with his equipment, and he says you can have the seat if you want it.
Who was he talking to?
Rick.
Rick and Hendrik.
So I'm gonna get up and then I'm gonna come over and plop really hard, and like so hard my legs are gonna come up and bump the table.
As Hendrik is, feasting on the 7-course meal, like he's just trying to chew on the steak. It's like Hendrik's just now going to look up at Rick, and it's like, "Will you mind, please?" As like Hendrik is like muffled with the, bits of steak in his mouth.
Okay, listen. I'm bored. Do you want to play dice with me?
Fine.
But we got to make it more interesting. Loser has to drink a shot, one shot.
Oh, now it's the
Um,
loser?
Well, it's a dice game. It's based off of luck.
Very well then. A dice game it is.
You see him grab
So
his
what's the
staff and get
game?
Fortune's favor.
Oh,
No. No, Hendrik's not gonna do that.
You're right.
Although
He's gonna go to
Hendrik
the
is
bathroom and do it.
as he tries to cast,
He's not actually
Fortune
doing
favor
that.
on him,
He's
as
not
he
doing
tries to
that.
cast
Hendrik is
it on
still eating.
himself,
He
And
doesn't
Hendrik's
have
gonna
his
have
staff
a-
cast it
either.
on himself. He actually casts it on me.
He doesn't even have his staff with him.
Yeah, it's not actually with Hendrik right now. It's still back in the room. Hendrik's left his weapons and armor in the room, technically at this right now. So yeah, are you going to actually start playing the game? So what's the dice game?
So all we have to do is pick whichever dice you want. He has an assortment of dice here, and I'll pick one of the same size, and then we're gonna roll it against each other to see who rolls higher. Alternatively, we can play chess if you want to, but
Chess, you say?
I do have chess. I thought I had checkers too, but I guess I don't.
Well, might as well freshen up a bit on the chess then.
But if we're playing chess, we're going by the other rules. Winner has to take a shot.
Well, then I guess the dice game it is. So, what dice does Rick happen to have?
Rick's probably holding on to a D8.
I guess Hendrik is gonna grab a D8 also then.
So, go ahead and roll your d8s.
It seems it matches. I guess we both have to take a shot now, don't we?
I'll take a shot.
Alright. Is there any waiters that happen to be coming on by?
Yeah, one of them's walking by.
Bring us some wine, please. The
The
fruit wine.
strongest whiskey you have. Absolute strongest.
You have to go to the other
Hendrik's
cart
gonna
for
look
that
at
one.
Rick and say, "Really now?
Yes.
Some wine."
No, boy. You getting drunk today.
And I say, "Let's get some fruity wine. It should go pair well with my meal."
He just looks at you. So, what will it be?
Strongest wine. Strongest wine you have.
Okay. He just comes back with a bottle of wine, pours some.
Leave the bottle.
Okay, if you're going to pay for it.
I'll give you 100 for it.
Okay. Oh, you're actually gonna pay.
He just
Okay.
He just laughs at you. This is a $10,000 bottle of wine.
At this point, Hendrik's gonna be. I don't think I can. I don't think that's kind of affordable on me for that Rick.
I thought everything was free in these 2 trains.
Perhaps a single glass of wine, but I don't think. I don't think an entire bottle of good wine is the same though. Hendrik's gonna look at the waiter. The first glass is complimentary, is it?
Why would it be?
I guess okay. I guess not. Then, how much for a glass then?
$300.
Well, that's a lot more affordable, I'd say. As Hendrik brings out 400 and gives it to the waiter. Take the extra 100 as a tip.
Give
Thank
our 300 to or him.
And he looks over at Rick, waiting to get paid.
I already gave 300.
Okay. Then
No
he-
tip?
Oh my god. And then I give him 50 more. You know what? 25 for a tip.
Wow.
Thanks. He walks off.
Well, I guess we're both taking a toast, isn't it? As Hendrik brings up his glass.
Rick's gonna watch him drink it first.
Hendrik's like staring at Rick, just wondering why is he not tapping the glass together.
I'm gonna
With it.
tap. I'll tap it, but I'm gonna watch him drink it. Make sure he's drinking it.
Bro,
Yes,
Robert is
Hendrik's
cheating
drink-
all of you right now. He can't get fucking drunk.
I mean, Hendrik is drinking it, and he's watching. He's also watching Rick right now
Can't
too.
get drunk.
As he just starts drinking it.
Okay.
What about Rick?
Well, that's a single glass of wine.
Oh yeah, Rick's drinking his too.
A single glass of wine will do nothing.
Door. Second door opens.
Door?
Second door opens.
Yep. As Vandal walks in.
Vandal, care to join us? Vandal?
I don't know. Don't know.
As Hendrik looks at Vandal, what does Hendrik see here?
What, with Vandal?
Yeah.
Super pale. He definitely looks like he's gotten sick. Other than that, normal Vandal. Eyes really dark because he's been getting sick.
Is everything all right, Vandal?
And sleep. And need food. I'm just gonna go to the back cabin.
Come over here for a moment.
Walking away.
Can't sleep, need
I
food.
guess- Even though that there's still a lot of food on Hendrik's table, I'm guessing that okay. Never mind then.
What was
You
the
just hear the
D20 for?
clatter. He just rolled the he just rolled the D20 on the table. You just hear tink.
Is
tink,
there
tink,
PS by the table? Did any of the food look appetizing, Ito?
Oh, on
Hendrik has
their
a
table?
full-
On their table that's just left there?
Yeah, the food that he's been eating.
Oh, his food?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's steak. Steak looks pretty good.
steak, red onion salad,
The steak looks
it's
good.
clam chowder. It's for appetizer. It was like it was whatchamacallit, basically those little hand bites that, and there's still
Jalapeno
plenty of those
poppers.
actually.
So,
Jalapeno poppers.
Yeah, why not?
so out of all that, the steak looks good.
It's still juicy, and he did, even though Hendrik did share it with the Majin earlier, there's still a lot of steak left. Well, technically, there's more. There's just like under half left. Mostly because Majin already ate and didn't eat much more.
Manji didn't
And Hendrik is like
eat any.
barely, sadly.
Yeah.
Well then, I'm gonna take a seat here.
So just one of the waiter comes up. What are you having?
I'll have whatever young gentleman over here had. Slurring words, but you know, that's what he's telling me doing. Is that torn up throat?
All right, I'll get you that. All right. He goes off. I agree entirely. Steak looks real good. So yeah, you guys just see him in the corner, just sitting there, fucking shrouded by the fucking curtain. Just...
So what exactly happened? I'm going to assume that whatever happened between you and the Vandal, Rick.
We
As-
played a drinking game. I kicked his ass.
Out of curiosity, how many drinks have you had so far?
I have had 6 alcohol beverages. 5.
I see.
Are you gonna roll your d20 against mine?
I see. So you are going. So let's pick up a fresh D20. Yes, as Hendrik picks up. So where's your D20?
I rolled the 20. It's sitting on the table.
I didn't see you roll it, so
Oh!
Yeah,
No, he was talking to Vandal, remember?
yeah. So, let's roll again together.
yeah. Oh God.
There hasn't been a single Dr. Roberts, to be fair. As Hendrik wins!
I guess this time you get to have the strongest booze.
Hold on, I'll be right back. I struggle to get out from in this tiny little cubicle, and then I'm gonna go sprinting down here.
Alright. Butler
I'm
gives
just-
us
Why?
looks. Because you have to get alcohol from that
Hendrik's
cart.
just kind of like he's turned around right now, and he's just like looking at him trying to run away. And it's like he's looking at Vandal. Did he just run away?
No, he's
It looked like you were running away. So,
Well,
I
go
guess.
after him.
what's
Okay. Well,
what's
I
your
guess
strongest
I win.
alcoholic
So
beverage that you
he
have?
forfeited already. So I guess Hendrik's gonna make his
Dude.
way over to Vandal now.
he
Wait,
pulls
what?
he pulls out the firehouse whiskey.
Can I have the bottle?
Like Hendrik brings over his steak
So I've
over
already
to
given out
Vandal.
a full
'cause
bottle to
Hendrik
you
already
guys
ate
already.
everything else.
Wait, when did he give me the full bottle?
With the brandy earlier.
That I left at the counter
You
because I
drank it.
was.
You drank it with Vandal.
Thinking.
Remember?
Yeah,
Is the brandy still there?
yeah.
I didn't take
Oh,
it.
I
had
I'm gonna
no
grab it.
Take it.
I'm gonna grab it and carry it back.
Okay. Hendrik, as he's busy in that car, you walk over to Vandal. After you ask, did he
Well,
run
hey,
away?
Vandal, it looks like he decided to run away. That's kind of pants. That's kind of a bit of a disingenuous move there.
Well, maybe he's a
We
sore
could have just
loser.
always waited for a waiter to bring some drinks along.
Could have. But he's a sore loser.
At this time,
I
you
guess so.
see both
As
doors
we start
open.
eating the steak together, right,
No, no,
Vandal?
no. Both the doors open, then he gets his food. You also see Rick. Here you go.
All
Lie
right.
down, like dive into the chair, so my legs are like sticking out here for a second as I try and force my way back into this tiny little cubicle. Okay. And I'm gonna pour the thing into a glass. Pour the brandy into a glass and drink it.
So,
How
yeah,
big is Rick again?
he's like 8 feet now, or 7 feet? 7 feet, yeah.
He's
Okay.
7 foot.
So
And
the
he's
food
massive.
does get set down. Vandal's eyes look onto the steak.
I do not pick up the silverware. I just pick up the steak itself and just shove it into my face.
Oh, you're not a vampire. You're not a werewolf anymore.
But the steak looks so good.
I mean, Hendrik was eating steak too, so
I ignore anything you say and I continue eating the steak because it's amazing.
But yeah, but you can pick up the silverware is what I'm saying.
I could. But the steak's already in my face.
Yeah, he's fucking eating it.
thanks to the curtains, for the curtains, does it cover Vandal as he's eating?
Yeah, I just go in and out of the light while eating the steak.
Robert can't see it. Only Hendrik can.
Yep,
because
only Hendrik can.
And it's like, Hendrik is just gonna. You should probably use the silverware to be a bit more careful. Just lightly, try to remind Vandal. Does Vandal actually notice Hendrik saying that though?
Nope.
Okay, I guess Vandal is he's too focused on replenishing himself.
I know that something is wrong, but have I seen anything like this or heard anything like this type? What's ailing him?
Only when fucking Claudius was a werewolf. But honestly, it's not
Pretty sure
even
you
that
have
bad. He's just.
disadvantage because- I'm pretty sure you have disadvantage because Vandal is he's still covered by the curtains.
He is, and the only thing that he's just a little off. Like he definitely hasn't slept, and you can tell that. What happened with the alcohol has definitely left him fucking. So eating a steak, he's fucking hungry. Like really fucking hungry.
I guess while Vandal is just chowing down the steak, Hendrik's gonna get up and then sit across from Rick.
You should come play this this dice game with us.
If he's talking to Vandal, it's Hendrik's just gonna say, I don't think he can really hear you right now. Let him eat.
I'm gonna roll a d6 right in front of you.
I see. As I pick up one of the d6s that he has set aside and also roll it myself. All right.
I hand him the bottle of brandy.
Hendrik's gonna take the glass that he had earlier and drink some of it.
So.
That's quite the whiskey as I remembered it.
Is he drunk?
No.
No.
Can he not get drunk either?
He can.
I can.
He drank one shot, bro.
That's nothing.
Oh.
That's literally nothing. Maybe you'll probably figure out how Hendrik is handling this. I guess we both take a shot each. By the way, Hendrik knows that based on what happened to Rick, he's not like all his parts is like partly mechanical. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So Hendrik definitely notices that.
Alright.
What's he doing with it? Where's the alcohol going?
Well, what
Hendrik
do you
is just
mean?
Hendrik is just like patting his belly. Ah, that's a good shot there, isn't it? Want to go again? Let's go with the D10 as Hendrik, uh, like waves it around. And he rolls it in front of you. Ah, it looks like I lost. I guess one shot for me. That's Hendrik's third shot now. This stuff is good stuff. Yep. As Hendrik looks at Rick, so what next?
Roll D12.
Hendrik
Damn.
Hendrik's like looking at his body, like the parts that don't seem to be as mechanical. What does Hendrik see?
On Rick?
Yep.
Yeah, he's not getting any more drunk. He isn't even drunk.
Pretty certain that eventually, no matter even if you can't get, I'm pretty certain that even if you can't get drunk, Rick, I'll guess I'll just have to wait. I'll just see if you can if I can outlast you long enough then for the next stage.
Let's talk about inside corrosion.
Oh my god.
Let's see who
Don't
gets severe
Valley.
alcohol poisoning first. So as Hendrik picks up a D20. Yep. Let's see how many. Let's see if I could make you drink more before I reach my limit, and start having to do this. Okay, again. We both take a shot. Now this is Hendrik's fourth shot. Oh boy. Well. Hendrik takes
you guys
a
are just
shot.
going back and forth. Yeah, Hendrik, go ahead and roll a Constitution save.
How many?
Okay. I roll a Constitution
Yeah,
save now.
yeah. He had 4. This is 4th. Yeah.
No,
Okay.
I don't remember like on average how many shots are in a bottle.
In an average bottle, you're looking about 20, 30.
Oh yeah, the bottle's fine.
Okay. It's starting to get to me now. Well, next one.
Bert's gonna ask him if he's sure he wants to keep going.
Hendrik's gonna make an insight roll on Rick.
Okay.
But is that okay?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, part getting starting to get affected, so it's a bit low. But like, does Hendrik notice any changes on the end that seem to be happening to Rick? At
There
least that's
is
showing through
nothing happening on him.
That's a shame. Let's go one more time. Let's see how far we can take this. As Hendrik is going to pick up he's gonna pick up a D6. Okay, now it's Hendrik's.
Yeah.
Is this
Yep.
shot number?
5.
Yeah, 5.
So go ahead and roll another Constitution save. You're staying afloat.
Damn.
Okay.
Damn.
Rick pulls out a coin
Coin?
and
D2.
flips it.
Oh. Is that a heads or is that a tails? As
That
the-
would probably be heads.
heads.
Yep.
So what is it now? A coin flip.
Yep.
Well then, am I supposed? Should I be calling it? Shouldn't I call it before you flip?
Heads is worth 2, a tails is worth 1. They don't make 2-sided dice.
Very well then. As Hendrik takes the coin from Rick.
Once again, you got
Oh, that's a shame.
Yep. Go ahead and roll another con save. Yeah, you are drunk. As that one hit, like the air just hits you just right, and you're like, okay.
Okay, let's not have a lot of shit.
Rick,
It's not
Rick's
that
gonna
bad.
ask him if he wants to keep going or if he's done.
Okay, Hendrik knows. One more try. As Hendrik, he's going to pick up a D6.
Can he even pick up the dice, or is he too drunk
No,
for
he
that?
can pick it up. He's not that drunk. He's definitely drunk now, though.
He's just getting tipsy.
Yeah.
He's like on the tipsiness. D6.
He
Wait a
rolls a
minute,
D6
that's
and
a-
still beats you.
That's a D8.
You want me to re-roll a d6?
Nope. I say you take 2 shots.
I'll take 2 shots.
Damn. While that's heating up, I'm just gonna finish up the steak, get out of the chair, and then walk through this door.
Rick's gonna roll a d20.
Okay. Well, here goes Hendrik's attempt. Go, D20.
Oh God, he's getting high rolls all of a sudden.
So, you all look over as Vandal heads through the room. Yeah, you notice that Rick is not getting drunk. Yo.
Yep. Rick is. Yeah.
I think I'm going to be done for the night. As Hendrik just like
You need help
just
getting.
tapped on the table. Yep.
You
I
need
think-
help getting to your car.
Nope. I'm perfectly fine. As Hendrik slowly gets up. Yep.
Go ahead and roll,
As he gets.
roll a dex save with advantage, because you're not that drunk.
As he comes by me, by the way, I'm gonna pat him on the shoulder and I'm gonna say, I
Yeah,
can't
also,
get
Can I
drunk,
counter
buddy.
that with acrobatics to just dodge the patting?
Go for it.
Oh, okay. I'll roll athletics.
I say that. Okay.
He still gets you as you like try to coil out.
And I'm gonna say, listen, I can't get drunk, buddy. I just wanted to play a game.
Well, you could have just asked for a game normally. I would have liked to have known that you can't get drunk sooner. Now, if you'll excuse me, as Hendrik makes his way.
Vandal, what are you doing?
Just exploring, because I can't sleep.
That's fair. Rick?
As
I don't
Hendrik
even know
reaches
what
the
room
door,
it is.
actually, Hendrik is going to just like he's gonna open the door, close it, and what does he see as on the outside?
You see the ladders leading up to the top. You also see the jungle getting thicker, and definitely looking up that there will be no sun for probably the entire time you're in that jungle.
Hendrik's gonna cast right outside. He's gonna cast Greater Restoration on
You're fine.
himself.
You're fine now.
Okay. Well, good thing I didn't keep going, because if I got the hangover, that does not help that.
Oh,
No. The greater restoration cures the hangover. That's the difference. Lesser restoration just fixes drunk, but you're massively hungover.
Oh, well, I'm not that hungover, actually.
yeah.
Yeah, no.
You had greater,
restoration
you're just
fixes the
fine.
hangover.
Yeah, too late.
It's okay.
Now, Rick?
In any case, Hendrik is now going to turn back around. So,
Okay.
But
What can we
Before
see
you
upon
had
entering
that
the crew
plan-
quarters?
Rick's gonna he saw Vandal go over here glancingly, so he's gonna follow him. But
you notice
That was during your
there's
chess
some-
game, though, or your
Yeah.
dice game.
Yeah. As you enter that car, you notice that there's some cooks there. Oh, what do you need?
Oh, just passing through.
Oh, right through those doors over there.
Of course.
There's some people sitting there having drinks.
Passing through.
Rick's gonna sort of trip into this as he leaves.
Uh-oh. Is Jesse back?
He's gonna ask the cooks if they saw some pale, sickly-looking motherfucker pass through here.
Oh yeah, just right through there.
I'm going to climb on top here.
All right, go for it. Really fast.
So he's on top.
Yeah,
Hello?
He's on the roof. Yeah, good. Welcome back.
You made it.
My feet are on my desk, and I'm in my chair.
Rick's gonna come into this door. Does he see?
No, you
Anybody
just
when he
see a what looks like a younger man. He has dwarfism, and he's like leaned underneath the oven trying to fix it. Okay, hold on.
Did you see anybody pass through here?
No. I can't really see anything anyway. I'm kind of up in here.
Rick's gonna come over and he's gonna help him. He's gonna pick up the stove.
You're gonna what?
Pick up the stove so he can clean under it.
You can't.
Oh God.
Gonna lift the entire stove.
Yeah, that is inlaid in the thing. But he sees
Oh,
you like
God.
walking over. He's like, "Oh, so what's your name? You new on you new on this thing?"
Yeah, I am.
Oh, pretty tall. You ever get made fun of for your deformity?
Not normally.
Oh, if you were so lucky. As he keeps, you hear the wrench. All right, well, that should be it. You see him stand up. He's only about 4 feet max. Holy shit. A lot taller than I thought. So you were looking for someone?
I was. One of my friends. Oops.
Well, no one came through this way, so
Alrighty,
unless
thank you.
they were as silent as the night itself. Anyway,
Hold on. We're gonna roll a d2. Because Rick knows that Vandal's really stealthy. If it's 1, then he's gonna think he continued onward. And if it's 2, he's going to know that he didn't continue on.
Okay.
He thinks he continued onward. Vandal!
So, as all that's happening, Hendrik?
So, Hendrik's like, come back to the cart he's gonna pass on through.
One of
He's
the
gonna
waiters actually stops you for a second. Did your friend want this boxed? I can get it boxed for him.
Yes, please. If you can send it to his room, if you don't know where it is, I could just take it for him.
You see him get the full bowl of chowder, the full bowl of salad, the full bites, and just puts them all in the thing and hands it to you. Well, I don't know the
Thank
room, but there you go.
Alright, I'll hold on to it for now.
Okay. He gives you a
Thanks.
bag so you can hold it.
Alright. Hendrik's just gonna be carrying a bag around for now, as he's gonna start making his way through. Perhaps I'll go see Majin. Yes. Manji, sorry. As Hendrik passes through the carts, like,
Hey, what you need?
Hmm?
What, you need anything? One of the people here working.
Yeah, just looking for someone.
Is it a pale guy with looking kind of sick?
Maybe another time for him. I do want to catch up with him.
Oh.
But, by any chance you know someone named Maji?
No, can't say I do.
A scholarly sort of guy who looks like a bit of a researcher carrying equipment with him. Did he pass by through?
Oh, 2 carts down. He's sleeping on the other sides.
Alright. 2 carts down, you said, right?
Yep.
From here, yes?
Yep.
Alright, thank you. I'll make my way over ice. Thank you once again, as Hendrik starts making his way down.
No problem. So, Vandal, what are you doing at this point? Vandal?
Muted I was. Damn it. Mostly just waiting like another 5 minutes to make sure that Rick passed.
Okay.
Not trying to have another cat incident.
Okay. So, Rick, you follow him through this cart, and then do you head to the next one with you?
Yeah, Rick thinks that motherfucker must have stealthed right on through.
He must have weeded me.
I think I broke my tooth.
Was
I grinding my teeth at all?
Probably.
Well, I didn't know if in the call.
You went
I
to
think I broke my
AFK. You went to AFK, so.
I think I broke my tooth.
Well, go to the
What do I
dentist.
see here?
That's another food car. It looks a lot more like a lounger, though. So definitely for the people that reside in this one. But you do see the little porthole leading through to the other place.
As I plow through the door. Vandal! Vandal! Buddy, you're sick. I want to help. I'm gonna trip through this door again.
And you see just a whole bunch of people. You see the bartender looking at you like, the hell?
Did you see a really pale looking dude pass through here? Kind of sickly looking.
No, why?
I've gotta find my friend.
Oh.
What is this, anyways?
This is the meal car and the diner. Why?
I might be back here. I'm gonna pass
There's a
through.
lot of clones.
Yeah, they're all the same. Hold on. So as you get into that room.
Are we fighting Naruto?
No. You're not finding that guy at all. He's just fucking random pastors. I was gonna do that for everywhere, but then I'm like, that's a lot of work. I don't need that. All right, so
Need that in
Vandal,
my life.
you watch as Hendrik opens the door.
Vandal?
No,
Or
he's
wait,
on the
does
roof.
Hendrik?
He's on the roof. You don't see him.
Okay. Well, Hendrik's not looking up, so let's see. 2 cards down, so this is gonna be the first card I open, and then the next one after. Okay. As Hendrik mutters to himself, he opens the next doors and enters this one.
It actually looks
What
pretty
is-
dead in here. There's only like 2 workers that are actually preparing what looks to be like meal prep for the week.
Sorry, excuse me, on the way, as Hendrik just moves past them.
No problem.
You and go down.
I see you, Vandal.
As you jump down.
How do you, what?
I see you moving your token.
Oh, yeah, of course, everybody does.
So you go ahead and get down.
Hendrik's gonna open and make his way to the next cart, so
So as he goes through, you can enter that if you want to.
Enter what?
That car, if you're going into that cart.
Yeah, I could. I suppose I will.
Hendrik. As you come in there, they're just saying, "Oh, hi, how's it going?"
hello.
There's only one person
and
actually sitting in here.
by any chance you see a guy that's sort of like a scholar researcher come around?
He should be first door on the left.
First door on the left. Alright. Thanks. As Hendrik makes his way. And as he enters, does he see Rick or no?
He does see Rick.
Okay.
See that monkey Vandal.
No.
Hendrik's gonna shake his head no. As,
Also,
like-
how did you get over being drunk so fast?
I mean, it's not that drunk. It's all it takes is a little bit of walking around.
I'm gonna try and slide by him, but there like isn't enough room, so I'm gonna like.
Oh, there's enough
up-
room because Hendrik's also moving to slide.
So
If you'll
like-
excuse me.
your cock grazes across his ass as you press against him.
Okay.
God.
My
Good golly
God.
damn.
Actually, now that I think about it, like how mechanized is Rick's body?
Really fucking mechanized.
Your
Doesn't
cod
even
piece
have
rubs
one
against his ass.
Does he even have one anymore? Is what I'm trying to say
You know
here.
what? Roll a D2 for me, Hendrik.
Okay.
Why does it have to be Hendrik?
Because he's the one asking. He still has a dick.
Okay, so he's still organic down there.
Not fully, but you know.
Okay, well, at the very least, like, at least, you know, if he ever wanted to have kids with a lady wife, at least his character can pass it on genes.
Alright, while you guys are doing that, and you have that interaction, Vandal.
Yes, entering. What do I find? What do I see?
You see a couple people actually do that. Rick, get the fuck back. You'd still be in that car. So you
I'm
see a
pretty
lot of
certain
people.
that he does.
You see a lot of meats and all that getting prepared. A lot of them are cutting them into portions off like this big like roast. All of it uncooked, so but they're getting it all ready to be cooked for the next day.
How focused are they on this food?
They're like hit and miss. A lot of them are like kind of talking amongst themselves. They do look at you every now and again. They're like, "Oh, do you need anything?"
No, 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 no. I'm fine. I'm fine. Just gonna try and swipe one, and I'm gonna fail and knock it on the floor.
Just slams your hand into it. They roll across the counter.
Gotta, you know, Mash them good, right?
He just looks at you, what the fuck is your problem? If you wanted one, just ask. Don't know how you're gonna
Sure.
cook it, but
I'll take one then.
he wraps up this raw piece of beef and hands to you. Here you go.
Excellent. And I'm going to take that and walk out.
Yoink. About this
Just
time,
gonna
Rick,
put it in one of my coat pockets.
you see this door open as you're walking through and then close. As Vandal, you're through there, yeah.
You see some sickly looking motherfucker pass through here.
He didn't pass through. We saw one.
Vandal. He's like gonna go full on sprint. He's gonna when he gets to about here, he's gonna partially trip over a box of
Mushrooms.
mushrooms.
And he's pissed. Ow. What in the hell, dude? Just walk!
To get my friend.
I don't care, you don't run through a kitchen. What if someone had knives? You'd get stabbed.
I've been stabbed before.
Just slowly passing through the cart.
Yeah, his fucking rushing just keeps getting stopped by everything. That door fucking closes at the exact point when he meets it, so dunk, ah. He has to
And
open
then
it.
I'm just going to enter this room.
So, Hendrik, as you are in that car,
I guess he knocks on the door of where Manji is.
he opens it up. Hey, I didn't know that you knew where my room was.
Yeah, just asked the person by and said that you were in this room, so decided to stop by. Hope you don't mind.
No worries, that's fine.
Out of curiosity, you are a researcher, yes? Do
Yeah.
you also invent items too?
I don't. I'm only good at pathogens and other kind of chemicals.
Is there a way to make somebody who seemingly doesn't get drunk become drunk?
I guess technically any human could get drunk if you just drink enough.
Yes, but let's just say that this particular person seems to not be affected. I'm not sure why, but perhaps there should be a way to make it stay a bit longer.
You could make
Or at the
stronger
very
alcohol.
least, perhaps there's something else that can be used as a catalyst for that?
Milk.
I don't know about that. It's if a human is, not getting drunk, then
Let's just say that it's a human that isn't fully human, or rather somebody who's gone through the process of replacing some of those parts.
like a machine.
Yeah, Hendrik lowers his voice. Yes.
You could add corrosion and make their insides get a little rotted. Nothing permanent, but it would add flakes to their system, and then it would cause a disturbance. It wouldn't be necessarily drunk. It'd be inebriated
Well,
for sure, though.
Something temporary, of course. I don't want it to last forever.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
let's just say that earlier trying to play a drinking game, but this machine is definitely, or at least part machine, was not. He's definitely not playing fair, if I'd have to say.
Well, if you're trying to get like a steam forge drunk, machines normally have to clean out their systems anyway. At least take a rest for it to fully siphon out. So if you wanted to get a machine like that inebriated, You could probably use a chemical, and then it would be flushed out when they rested or shut down.
I see. By any chance, you know what kind of chemical it is?
Um, I could work on something and see if it helps, but I don't know.
I can, I can give you payment for some of that if you don't mind.
Okay. Check back in the morning. I'll tell you what I got.
All right. As Hendrik, he pulls out $200. Hopefully, this will make it worth your time. As he also, you know, in one of the containers in the bag that holds the salad, he's gonna give it to him.
It's like, thank
Here
you.
you go.
Thanks.
Yeah, no problem.
Yep, I'll get on
Yes,
that.
I'll see you in the morning.
Yep,
I'll see you in the morning, and try to also get the good rest too. Yes.
I'm gonna try.
Yep. Hendrik's gonna start making his way back now.
God damn it.
You vindictive little bug.
All right, so Rick.
Why not? Why not?
You sore loser.
I mean, you're a rat bastard that cheated.
That's true.
I
Alright,
guess.
so
I
Rick.
guess at that point, the others.
Okay, Rick, you are heading through that door.
Yeah. Vandal. As I'm sorting through, Vandal. 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 Is it gonna stop? Like I know you're there for a second. Like some force is telling me you're there. But then I'm gonna move on. Wait, is there a window in this door?
Fuck no, they're bathrooms.
Why would there be a window on a bathroom?
I don't know. I've been to France. They had windows on their bathrooms.
What the
Thunk, thunk,
fuck?
thunk, thunk, window.
I'm kidding.
Like maybe you could hear something, but you can't see something.
You hear a
Damn,
few
it's
different
bathroom
noises.
door.
One sounds like a man. Another one is like, And finally another one's like, ah.
Well,
Bro.
no, that.
Cra, can you smell him?
Leave me alone.
Can you smell him?
Ron needs his nap time.
He's pissed. He don't want to help. Made us look fool in a tournament. Go to hell.
I didn't make us look the fool. He won the tournament! If anything, I helped us.
So yeah, just silence after that point.
I'm going to bed. No one wants to hang out with me anyways.
How long has Oscar been asleep for?
About
I
6
guess
hours
I get to
right
eat my shit steak in peace.
now. The raw fucking. Alright, Hendrik, you are probably making it through the next 2 cabins.
Yep. And so far, no,
You will-
nothing happened in between. Yes.
No, nothing. You would meet up with Rick because he was in that fucking hallway for a while trying to debate where the hell Vandal was.
As
You
Hendrik
do hear,
enters,
you do hear like another one. Ah!
Also, that one weird noise.
this is closed now, right?
Yeah, it's close.
Is everything all right?
You say that too.
Just,
My ass is
well,
on
I guess I hope you
fire!
feel better. Does anybody say anything?
No,
Okay.
no.
Okay, I guess nobody wants to answer as Hendrik begins to slowly make his way out. He opens the door and shuts it behind him.
Rick's gonna see him. I'm going to bed. None of my friends want to hang out with me or play games with me or do anything.
Like, who's going to admit to eating a steak on the shitter?
Landed.
That?
Is that what that?
And just see that he's slowly walking away, so like walking back to the room. So I guess that means like Rick is moving
guys-
much faster.
You guys can go to the rooms. Well, you can fast travel there. Nothing's gonna stop you on the way. Vandal, what do you do?
I finished my steak,
Yum.
throw the wrapping in the toilet, and then leave the room.
Hendrik's just gonna enter Vandal's room for a moment to drop off the rest of the food on the desk to next to his stuff.